Hello, grade 1. Have you ever thought of adding bigger numbers? Have you ever thought of subtracting bigger numbers? That's what we are going to talk about in this video. And by the way, please bear with my video. It's kind of dark since it's already evening. For today, we are going to talk about addition and subtraction within 40 without regrouping. Okay, let's start with addition within 40 without regrouping. So before I proceed with my examples, we have to recall first what is meant by addition. Addition means putting objects together. So if I have 2 and I have 3, put them together, I have 5. Right. Let's have example number 1. Add 23 and 2. Remember, addition is about putting objects together. So one way to add 23 and 2 is by counting all of these objects. The green objects is 23. The red objects is 2. So let's start with 23. Then we count on 23, 24, 25. Or if you want, you can count starting from 1, just like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You have to stop me because I won't stop counting until I reach 25. And I think it's not a practical way of doing it. This is already 10. This is already 10. So we have 10, 20, 21, 22, 23. That's why we have here 23 and 2 more. Starting from 23, we have 24 and 25. Therefore, 23 plus 2 is 25. Okay? Are there other ways of adding 23 and 2? Of course, there are a lot of ways to add 23 and 2. And some of them had been already introduced to you before. I'm not sure if you can still remember those techniques. Let me remember these techniques for you. Let's have the first technique. We can add by counting on. If you hear the term counting on, what comes to mind is the number tape. This is the number tape. And since we are adding 23 and 2, so we have to start counting at 23. So we have to look for number 23 in the number tape. And number 23 is here. Since this is addition, we are going to move forward. We are going to move twice or 2 times going to the right. So we have 23, 24, 25. We landed on number 25. So 23 plus 2 is 25. We are still able to get the same result. Are you excited to know the second technique? Our second technique is by using number bonds. We have 23 plus 2 equals blank. What we are going to do is we are going to break 23 into 2 numbers. And what are these numbers? One is 20, the other one is 3. Remember, 20 and 3 make 23. Notice about the numbers in red, 3 and 2. What we are going to do? We are going to add 3 and 2. 3 and 2 make 5, right? What do we do next? We are going to add 20 and 5, and that will give us 25. Again, from here, after breaking down number 23 into two numbers, we are going to add 3 and 2, the numbers in red. 3 and 2 make 5. 5 and 20 make 25. Therefore, 23 plus 2 is 25. All right. This kind of method or technique will help you do mental math. What do you mean by mental math? You don't have to write down anything. You're just going to solve. You're just going to compute using your brain. And the third technique is the one that we are going to use in this topic. And that technique is by using place value. Teacher, what is place value? Remember the tens and ones? All right, congratulations. You are able to remember those words. Tens and ones are some of the place values. So what we're going to do, we have here 23 plus 2. We are going to put or write these numbers on a place value chart. Something like this. Tens and ones. 23 is 2 tens and 3 ones. 2 is just 2 ones, right? And that can be verified or justified using this picture. These are what we call base 10 blocks. Do you still remember them? One like this is 10. So we have 10, 20. And 1 cube is just 1. So we have here 1, 2, and 3. 20 and 3 make 23. If we're going to represent number 2 using the base 10 blocks, then you only need 2 cubes, just like this. Now, when you add numbers, you always have to start with the ones. 3 plus 2. We will look at the model. We will look at the picture or the base 10 blocks. 3 and 2. Put them together. So let's count all of them. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We say 3 plus 2 is 5. Now let's move on to the tens. Here, we only have 2. Plus, there's nothing below. So we're just going to count the number of tens in the base 10 blocks. We have 1, 2, or we write here 2. Therefore, 23 plus 2 is 25. If we're going to count all of these base 10 blocks all together, you can get 25. All right? So the 3 techniques that I just introduced to you right now are, the first one is counting on, the second one is number bonds, and the third one is place value. Let's have another example. Add 21 and 18. In this example, it's not already practical if you're going to use addition by counting on or even addition by using the number bonds. Okay, let's just use technique number 3 or method number 3. We are going to write these numbers on a place value chart or tens ones table. So we have 21 is 2 tens and 1 ones. 18 is 1 10 and 8 ones. You have to see how each number is written on the place value chart. And we can verify our answer here through the base 10 blocks. 21, we have 2 tens and 1 1. This is 21. 10, 20. 21. 18, there is only 1 10 and there are 8 ones. Now we are ready to add 21 and 18. And again, we are going to start with the ones. Okay, with the numbers in ones. And what are these numbers? We have 1 and 8. 1 plus 8. Look at the base 10 blocks. Count all of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Or we say 1 plus 8 equals 9. Next, the numbers in tens are 2 and 1. Let's see what is 2 plus 1 equal to. Look at the base 10 blocks. We have 1, 2, 3. 2 plus 1 equals 3. Therefore, 21 plus 18 is 39. Okay, I hope you are able to get the idea on how to add numbers without regrouping. This is not just about knowing how to add numbers. This is about understanding why this is 9 and why this is 3. So I guess you are now ready to move on subtraction within 40. And before we answer the question, subtract 3 from 25, let's recall first what subtraction is. Subtraction is about taking away. Let's have subtract 3 from 25. And we are still going to use 3 techniques or methods. We can subtract by counting backwards. 25 minus 3, we need here a number tape. And we have to find where 25 is in the number tape. And 25 is here. Then we are going to move backwards how many times? 3 times. We have 1, 2, 3. We landed on what number? 22. We say 25 minus 3 is 22. All right. Letter B, or the second method, is by using number bonds. I know that you already have an idea on how to do this. Yes, you are right. We are going to break 25 into 2 numbers, and these numbers are 20 and 5. 20 and 5 make 25. Notice about the numbers in red, 5 and 3. What are we going to do with these numbers? Very good. We are going to subtract 5 and 3. What is 5 minus 3? 5, you take away 3. 1, 2, 3. The answer is 2. And what you're going to do next, you are going to add 2 and 20. 20 and 2 make 22. Therefore, 25 minus 3 is 22. And the third method is by using the place value. So first, we are going to write these numbers in the place value chart. Take note of the minus sign here. 25 is 2 tens and 5 ones. 3 is just 3 ones. Remember, subtraction is about taking away. It's not putting objects together. It's not like that. In other words, we are just going to represent 25 using the base 10 blocks. The 3 here means we are going to take 3 away from 25. So how to do it? 5 ones minus 3 ones, or 5 ones, you are going to take away 3 ones. 1, 2, 3. 5 ones minus 3 is 2. Did you get that? Next, 2 tens. Take away nothing. We have nothing to take away from 2 tens. Therefore, this is still 2. Therefore, 25 minus 3 is 22. The answer is still the same. Let's have one more example, and this is going to be my last example in this video. Subtract 12 from 26. 26 minus 12 equals blank. So what do we do first? Write these numbers on a place value chart. 26 is 2 tens and 6 ones. 12 is 1 10 and 2 ones. Again, be careful in writing these numbers on the place value chart. Which number should be represented by the base 10 blocks? Is it 26 or 12? Yes, you are correct. It's 26. So we're going to show 26 using the base 10 blocks. In 26, there are 2 tens and 6 ones. What do we do with 12? This is the number of blocks that we are going to take away from 26. Okay, and to do that, let's start with the ones. 6 ones, take away 2 ones. 6 ones, cross out 2 ones. We have 1, 2, and there are how many ones left? 1, 2, 3, 4. 6 minus 2 is 4. Or 6 ones, take away 2 ones, that's 4 ones. Let's now move on to the tens. The numbers in tens are 2 and 1. 2 tens, take away 1. How many tens are left? There's only 1. So 2 minus 1 is 1. Therefore, 26 minus 12 is 14. That's how you are going to subtract numbers. All right, that's it, grade 1. I hope that you learned something from the video. You just learned how to add and subtract numbers within 40 without regrouping. Again, when you add numbers, you are going to put together. Put together. When you subtract numbers, you are going to take away. I'll see you in my Zoom classes.